This is my poor begonia that has suffered some powdery mildew. About a week ago, I treated it with my metho spray. I call it metho spray, metho short for methylated spirit. In other countries, it's also known as denatured alcohol. I've got a link on this video in the description box, or below this video in the description box, on how to make my all-purpose insecticide and fungicide. So, and now I can see that it has also worked on this begonia that is covered with powdery mildew. Hello there, my name is Liz, a self-confessed succulent addict. Welcome to my channel, Growing Succulents. This is my polka dot begonia that I haven't watered for at least 6 weeks. So since I left, and it's now 6 weeks since I left for my prospecting trip. When I bought it a couple of months before I left for my trip, I didn't have time to change the soil as well. So it's still growing in the same soil that it came in. So I think this is peat moss. See, that's peat moss that is growing in. And it was quite happy growing in peat moss. Except after about a month of having it, this is before I left, and I was working in this area here. This is in my indoor succulent and indoor plant area. I've noticed that this one's already had some issues with powdery mildew. So this white stuff here that you see has got powdery mildew, and at that time I didn't think about it because I thought it was one of the spots on the polka dot. So I just ignored it. So it was only a couple of spots then, but then now I come back since it hasn't been watered for a long time. So with begonia, they don't like to be watered on the leaves, so they prefer a humid condition to grow in. But this one has been growing in here, and it's winter, so I guess there's a lot of humidity in the air, and the soil is wet, and I put it in this container here, so which makes it probably even worse for it because it has kept it wet. I was about to water this area now, and I noticed that this has got a lot of powdery mildew. I'm gonna get on with it. There you go. Kill, kill, kill. Okay, or so I say, die. Ooh, and it's dripping on my carpet, but it doesn't matter because it's clear. It's gonna dry up. Okay, there you go. So I'm gonna saturate it. Saturate it. Completely saturated. So I have now completely saturated it. So I'm gonna let this dry up. And this is now a day later, and this begonia seems to have recovered. But these leaves that are dry, I am mainly going to cut them off, remove them. So that one is residue from the powdery mildew. So you can see those white bits there, but it's not infectious anymore because that's dead. So you can see at the back as well. So we just clean it up, or I'll just clean it up. So any leaves that looks like that, I'm gonna chop them all off. And I'm only gonna leave the least infected leaves. So even that one, I just don't like that, because this will also encourage it to grow new leaves. So that one's already growing new shoots over there. So down in the bottom, okay, so that one, should we? Yeah, we just cut it off like this. At least the plant will still have areas where it can take in chlorophyll. And that doesn't look too bad. Down in the bottom, let's take that off, take that off. So this one's here, that looks like it's ready. I sprayed it and that looks like it's gone, but just to make sure, I'll spray it again, and even those ones there. And that's it. That's good enough. That's looking half decent now. So this is what my begonia looks like at the moment. And I'll show you what it looks like a week later. So this is now a week later. We're going to inspect and see if the powdery mildew has all gone on our begonia. The leaves are all looking healthy. Look at that. So no more. We go check these ones. So that one, that's all dry from the metho that we sprayed. Excellent. So there you go. Powdery mildew all gone. And this plant is dormant at the moment because we're here in Australia and it's still a little bit cold. They do their growing mostly in the warmer weather. So in a month's time, when springtime comes and the temperature goes up, then they're going to just shoot off and start growing.